So you bought a farm. Yes. So some of you have asked, where are you at now? I'm in Tennessee. So some of you know and some of you don't. We bought a farm. And so I'm going to give you guys a quick tour. Basically, here we are. We're at the farm. We're actually near the front entrance. And behind me here is our big field. We call that our north field. And I guess that's probably around 7 to 9 acres. I don't know. Kim will probably correct me. And this over here is our kind of our southeast field, and that's probably about 5 acres. And so I'm going to take you. I'm actually on my way to the mailbox, and so I'm going to take you with me. So just a quick explanation of that. I'll try to keep from being really jerky here. It's a 1/4 mile walk to the mailbox. So the going downhill part's fine. So right behind me there is the path going back up. So it's a 1/4 mile, pretty much uphill. About an 8% grade. All right, so here we are on the actual highway. This is kind of like the main drag, and it's kind of like an old highway because there's a new highway. This is usually flowing. We haven't had any rain. We have had some rain. I'm not sure exactly why it's flowing. I think someone upstream closes it off every once in a while. So here's the driveway to our property. So here's our no trespassing actually posted. This is a posted no hunting, no fishing, etc., etc. There's some no trespassing signs up here. I'll show you too, but I always wanted to have one of these. There we go. I want to get another one further up. It says still no trespassing, and then like further up saying, did you not see the first 2 signs? No, just kidding. Anyways, so this is the area we kind of call a campground. It's just off of the creek and just close to the highway. I think it's about 100 feet off. One of the few, it's not really flat, but it's one of our few flat-ish areas. We got some really cool trees down here. I think someone kind of like took care of this one. This might have been the area where the people that built the house had their camper set up or trailer. There's some nice trees here. This is all part of the property. It's a black walnut. This is a redbud. And of course we have a lot of silver maples. That one I believe is black walnut. Way off in the distance is our biggest tree. It's an oak tree. It's huge. It's right on basically our side of the property line. But it's so big, it's kind of like debatable. But anyways, we have a few oak trees here as well. Here's our north pasture again. I'm going to take you further up the road toward the house. Just go into the mailbox. What? Oh, there's some deer behind me. You see them? Whew, he just jumped that fence over there. Saying, why don't you stay in pretty good shape just going to the mailbox each day? Seriously. Okay. About halfway up the driveway, you kind of start to see the house. Back there. Take a little rest. It's a really nice day. It's in the the 80s. The humidity's way down. It's nice. All right, so here we are kind of at the top of the driveway. And there's the house. See, our closest neighbor is right there. It's not too bad. And then at nighttime you can see a lot of the other neighbors off in the hills here. And then there's a lot kind of down there off of the highway. But let's take a tour of this area. So here's the main driveway. Of course, that's where we kind of like to park our cars. We're raising some turkeys. We just let them free range. And they're pretty easy to train. We've had these since they were chicks. And you just kind of have to learn turkey. As you can see, they come right over to me because they think I have food or something. How's it going? Yes. We're also raising meat chickens. And these guys actually would be in the freezer, except for there's a shortage on freezers. So we've been waiting for our freezer to arrive and I still don't have one. So these guys are a lot bigger than they should be. Behind me is the chicken coop that I built. It's the shed that came with the property, and also the kind of the garage for the farm vehicles. And see, sometimes they won't leave me alone. They are, even though they're getting bigger, they're still not quite, that's our rooster, still not quite big enough to lay eggs yet. Hey, leave me alone, dude. So here's where the chickens will come in and lay their eggs, and we can reach in and grab them, but it's kind of closed off for now. Probably time to get that opened up. We got a little window. We've got turkeys to visit. And here we have some of our younger chickens. And there's even younger chickens in the brooder. I'm not even sure. They're kind of hard to introduce to each other, so they're separate for now. We move them from time to time so that they have fresh grass. Here's our garden area. So Kim actually is the master behind this garden. And it was hard, you know, she tilled this area. I think it's 50 by 50. Probably a little bit more. And you know, it was frustrating the first couple times. She picked a pretty big area, but you know, we've almost got it filled up. Everyone in Tennessee has problems with keeping things weeded like this. So we just try to keep the rows clear. So this is going to be squash. There's some pumpkins over there. We've got kale. I'm going to be making a bunch of kale chips. Tomatoes, corn, sweet peas, and broccoli. And so when we're done with the garden, we're going to let the chickens out into the garden. That way they can fertilize it, and they'll get rid of the rest of the weeds for us. Here's our burn pile. So you can burn stuff that you don't want in Tennessee, as long as it's just leaves. Can't burn trash. This area of our property we kind of call the Three Gates. So here's another field that we have. It's one of the smallest fields. It's kind of set up, it's got goat fencing all the way around, kind of set up for goats. But that run-in shelter is kind of made for horses as well. So this is our southwest. Here's our northwest with the barn, and this is access to the big field that I showed you before. And we've started an orchard right here, and there's a little pond in the background. But we do have some goats, so let me introduce you to the goats. Okay, well, they have all this whole pasture, and they've decided that they're going to hang out in the barn. Possibility that they got spooked by the motorcycles. I'm not sure. There's a property over there where there's kind of a riverbed. So here's a quick intro to the goats. These are Nigerian dwarf goats. We've got two mamas. They're sisters. This is Maggie Maggie and Mabel, and they have, between the two of them, they've got 3 little babies. We've got 1 female and 2 boys. Just hanging out in the barn. So this is our barn. We've got a couple stalls. A stall there being used, it was kind of that used to be stored some hay. This is where the goats are staying. We have it blocked off here. This is all unused area here. We need to get cleaned up. There's kind of a breezeway over there. Got to put that door back on it. And then this is kind of a new add-on over there. And that's it for the barn. So we got power out here. We got water out here. The electrical will be a separate video because that'll be fun. I have to completely upgrade it. I'm not sure what they were thinking. So it's kind of dangerous in its current state. Hey ladies, they want animal crackers or something. Usually they get, hey boy, this is Forrest. Yeah. So that actually sounds like fun. I don't always hear a lot of motorcycle noise, but you know, Tennessee, even though most states are closed right now, we're almost wide open. Getting back to work. All right, so that is the quick tour. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna have a lot of videos as soon as I can get this phone to cooperate with my computer. Some videos of before we got here, so stay tuned. This video starts in the middle, and then there's all kinds of other fun antics that we plan on having for our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.